Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be starting our R040 coursework walkthrough for the 2006 spec for the Lantern in Engineering OCR Design. Okay, so if you are taking the Engineering Design course with OCR, this is what you should know by now you're expected to make. It is a lantern that you're going to make, first of all, digitally and then out of most likely timber, and it's going to look like that. With the first bit of coursework that you do, or maybe it's the last bit of coursework if you're doing it the other way around. But with this piece, there is actually very little design in it. You're given something that you need to make to spec, and you need to go ahead, work out what it is from the drawing, go ahead and make it. So we're going to jump in with the CAD element of it. We will go back and, well, I will talk you through how I deliver this spec as we go through the tasks. The CAD itself is task 3, and we will go back and we'll talk about just how we can patch up the other tasks as we go along. But this is usually the bit that people struggle with. So I'm going to talk you through how we're going to make this, or the first part of this today, and it's honestly dead easy. Again, just to stress, different schools deliver this in different ways. And I think one of the most common ways of doing this is to do it step by step and just take screenshots of each part we do so that we've got that journey, that evidence in a photo diary, either in a table in your portfolio. That makes it dead easy to show, to prove, and to write up so the examiner and the teachers know exactly what you've done. So, first and foremost, we're going to open a new document. I've called it R040 Lantern. Unless you've been informed otherwise, I think it's just easy to name it whatever you think is easy for you and whatever you think is easy to remember. Okay, so we're looking at a new document, and I've not got the drawing in front of me, so I'm hoping I can remember what it is like. We're going to start off by making something that looks like this. So there are only 4 unique pieces in this. There's the base, there's the blue bits, which are all the same. They're all 100mm lengths. There's the light blue bits, which are all the same. They're all 230mm lengths. And then there's just this one instance of the top of the handle, which is 60mm. And it's important to know, or easy to remember, that all the pieces are lengths of wood that are 20mm by 20, apart from the base, which does have a thickness of 20. So that's all we're going to do. I'm going to first of all look at my top plane. I'm going to click N, and that's going to orient me. So I'm looking at my top plane, and I'm going to start a sketch. What I'm going to do now is grab my rectangle tool. I'm going to drag out a rectangle, and then I'm going to go into my dimension mode that I can do using this tool here, or simply by pressing D. I'm going to click on one of my edges, move my cursor, then click once more. So click an edge, move my cursor, click a second time, and I'm going to set that to 140 and click enter. I'm going to do that exactly the same thing for the next edge. So click on my edge. I'm not clicking and dragging, just click, move, click. I'm going to set that to 140. And now I'm going to take my first screenshot. So I'm not going to tell you when to take every screenshot, but I think when I've done a sketch and when I've extruded that sketch, I'm going to take a screenshot. So take a screenshot of that, dump it onto your document, pause the video while you do that. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to click the extrude button that is here. You're going to extrude it. You're going to extrude it. It's going to default to 25, and this is just how much we pull it up. You're going to extrude that by 20, and I would take a screenshot of this screen here. So you've got this box. It shows exactly what you're doing. You're making a new solid extrude by 20mm, and it shows you the preview. I think that's a good enough screenshot to go in your photo diary. Once you've done that, you're going to click the tick, and you've got your solid base. Now, all we need to do now is put our little recess in for the T-line. So I'm going to click on the top of this cuboid that I've got and press N, so I'm looking directly at it. I'm going to make a sketch on this surface, this new surface, and I'm going to draw a line, a solid line, and I need to draw that across the middle. So if I zoom in, you'll see my tool snaps to the midpoint of these lines. I'm going to just draw that across to the other line, and then escape. And this enables me to find the midpoint of this line in turn with my circle tool. So if you look, I've got my midpoint. If I go along it, it snaps to the center. And all I'm going to do is draw a circle out, and I'm going to set the dimension of this circle to 40. And then I'm going to use my trim tool just to draw a line, trim off this line, this line, this line, and this line. Take a screenshot of that. Once you've taken a screenshot of that, you're going to click extrude once more, but instead of add or new, you're going to click remove. And what this is going to want to do is pull a hole all the way through the middle. You don't want that. You just want to create a little recess or indentation in there, a little pot for the tea light to sit in, and you're going to make sure that is 5 mil deep. Okay? Take a screenshot of that. And then click the tick. Okay, that's our first part done. And the next three are going to be almost the same. They're going to be super easy. Again, I'm going to start sketching on the top face. Press N, or just look at your top surface over here. And I'm going to make a new rectangle. And I'm going to make sure that that dimension is, instead of 140 by 140, it is 20 and 20. Take a screenshot of that. Okay, I'm going to extrude that now. I'm going to extrude it by 230. Make sure you're including this box. Take a screenshot of that. And it might help. You might want to do it as separate parts. I'm doing it on the same part studio. If you don't want the other parts in the screenshots, then you can just space it out a bit more, or you can make them in individual part studios. It doesn't matter. Okay, next, do exactly the same thing. Sketch. Maybe I'll do it over here. Again, dimension it 20 by 20. Screenshot of that. And you're going to extrude this one by 100. Okay. Get a screenshot of that, of making your extrude of 100. And exactly the same again, your screenshot. Should we do it over here? We're going to sketch on the top plane, 20 by 20 again. Take a screenshot showing you've got your sketch down. I know it's going to be a similar screenshot. You can talk about that as you progress through your commentary in your photo diary. You're going to click extrude. And you're going to set the depth of this one to 60. Take your screenshot. Okay, click the tick. Now you've got everything you need ready to go into your assembly. You've got all the parts. When you take them into your assembly, you will be able to add each part multiple times. You're going to need one instance of the base, one instance of the 60 mil part, 4 instances of the 230 mil part, and 10 instances of the 100 mil part. Okay, we're going to leave it there today. Make sure you've got all those 3 parts done, and I'll see you in the next video when we'll talk about mates and we'll talk about how we can put this all together. Okay, thank you guys. See you later.